When I'm working with my clients on a one-to-one basis, they often ask me for advice on behaviour and etiquette to follow in swinger clubs. And one thing they often ask me is, how should I or we act in a swinger club? What behaviour is a no-no? And in this video, I am going to be sharing with you what is the best approach to take when you are in a swingers club. Now, a lot of the questions that I've been asked have come from single guys. So that is kind of the objective, to help single men with this. But I think this advice can be valuable to both couples and single women as well. So, my name is Rosie. I am an ethical non-monogamy and swinger lifestyle expert. And over on my blog site, ThisKindaGirl.co.uk, I aim to banish the stigma, myths and misconceptions associated with swinging and who swingers really are. I've been in the lifestyle for over 10 years, and during that time I have met an awful lot of people, both couples, single men and single women, and I now help people understand more about the lifestyle. So, as I said, not only have I received this question from my clients, but also I've received similar questions from people on social media. And I've also heard quite a few statements that have made me think, okay, I think I need to make some content on this. And some of these have been as follows. People have asked me, am I guaranteed sex in a swingers club? Is it a free-for-all? Why do some men have more success than others? How can I watch without being branded a pervert? And finally, I feel like single men are hated in the lifestyle. Now, all of these I have made content on. I have made blog articles on, and also there's another YouTube video that I've made called Why Do Some Men Have More Success Than Others in Swingers Clubs? And also it is something I talk about with my clients as well. But today we are going to talk about kind of how to act in swingers clubs and what's the best approach to take. Now, all these questions and statements that I've heard may all be different, but they are all deeply rooted in a similar topic. And that topic is behaviour, whether it's your own behaviour or whether it's the behaviour of others. What kind of behaviour is appropriate to bring to a swingers club and is appropriate in a swingers club? What is expected of you and how do you act in a sex positive environment? Now, I believe it starts with your mindset and how you view the world of swinging. And over the last 10 years, more than 10 years now, and I've been involved in the lifestyle, I have observed several different approaches people adopt regarding the world of swinging and swinger clubs and parties. And I've broken them down for you into 4 categories. Now, sorry, not sorry if this offends some of you. Remember, these are my opinions, not necessarily facts. But based on the fact that I've been in the lifestyle for over 10 years and I do this as a job, I think it's pretty safe to say I've got a pretty solid understanding when it comes to all things swinger. But still, these are not cemented in proven scientific facts. They are what I have observed. So, number 1, transactional. Some people view visiting swinger clubs as a transaction, in that they pay the fee to get in and they receive the product, whatever it is they are there for. In reality, this is only sometimes how the world of swinger clubs works, as you cannot guarantee who you will meet, who wants to play with you, what people are looking for. And some clubs do cater to guests who want a more transactional swinger experience, but there is a reason I haven't written about them. And I'm sure you know what it is I'm saying, because those clubs are not, for me, genuine swinger clubs, if you like. They may happen in swinger clubs, a few swinger clubs, but for me personally, that's not how I get down and that's not what I think it's about. So therefore, I don't really review those clubs or talk about them. I know they exist, I know which ones they are, but again, it's not for me. But transactional is one kind of mindset I've noticed that some people do adopt. Now, it's not always their fault that they adopt this, because I think sometimes some people find it hard to kind of separate things. They see it as, well, I've paid money, therefore that guarantees me, or that entitles me, which we'll come on to in a minute. And it is quite dangerous to adopt this mindset, but also it is something which does happen. The next mindset is entitled, okay? And this is a dangerous mindset to have. An entitled behavior, it is something I've witnessed from both men and women, couples and singles. And being entitled or feeling entitled or having that air about you is something, it's not unique to swinging. It's not unique to this lifestyle. All people, you know, in whatever spirit is, can be entitled or can feel entitled or can, you know, but sometimes in the swinger lifestyle, there are people I've observed who carry this with them. Similar to the transactional perspective, in that entitled people believe that whatever they possess, be it money, status, physical appearance, entitles them to more participation in a club. Well, I've paid my money, therefore I am entitled to enjoying whatever. And often these are the people who perhaps get it confused and think that, well, I've paid £80 or £90 to get in, therefore that guarantees me sex. Again, it doesn't work like this, but I can see how some people may believe that that is how it works, because it is an awful lot of money to invest in something. It is a lot to kind of put up front, and you would think, well, if I've paid this, therefore that guarantees me this, because that's how the world works, isn't it? We pay for a product and we receive that product, you know, to the value of usually whatever we've paid. So I can see where it comes from, but it's not how the world of swinging works. And feeling as though you're entitled because of whatever status it is, or whatever you're bringing to the party, whether, as I said, whether it's money, social status, or, you know, what you're packing or what your body's like, it doesn't work like that either, okay? Another characteristic I've observed, or another trait, is social. Some people visit clubs and parties as they enjoy the social element, and they are often delighted to meet, mix and mingle with like-minded people, and are not necessarily looking to get involved in anything intimate. Social swingers can sometimes be accused of being time wasters by other people, especially those who are more you know, dedicated to playing yourself, or are more transactional in their mindset. Social swingers can sometimes, as I said, be accused of being time wasters by other people, but for many, the social aspect is one reason why they go. This isn't to say they don't wish to participate, but they don't view it as a must. I've met many social swingers, and often a lot of people are there for the social aspect. I myself would include myself you know, in this. Not every time, but sometimes I like going because I like to talk to people. You know, I like to find out, especially when I'm reviewing. One thing I do is I talk to all the people there. I find out about them, why they're there, what do they enjoy, what don't they enjoy, what brings them to club, because it aids my review. That's what I'm there for, to find out more about the club. So I do understand where the social aspect comes from. And also there are social events for swingers, but sometimes when a social person and, as I said, somebody who's more looking to play and not looking for the social, they can collide, and they can sometimes, you know, people say, oh, well, you know, I'm not going there. They just waste time. They just want to talk. They don't want to do anything. It's not that they don't want to do anything. For them, the social aspect is really important. Another trait I have observed is expressive. I remember the first time I visited a club, okay, and as I walked in, I remember seeing a mature lady dressed in nipple tassels and a thong, and as a rather young and inexperienced swinger, I was shocked, to say the least. But now what I've come to realise is that the world of swinger clubs, parties and events offers a really inclusive environment for people to express themselves, and it offers people the opportunity to be a version of themselves they don't often get to share. With swinger clubs becoming more inclusive places and more people being open about their sexuality and gender identity, kinks, fetishes and desires, swinger clubs very often offer a non-judgmental and supportive environment for self-expression. So this is often why you may see people dressed in all different types of outfits. You may see people of all different, sexual orientations, genders, relationship dynamics, and that may not be what you're there for. You may get people who go, who are in BDSM dynamic relationships, and they might not be looking to swap with other people because that might not be their thing, but they can act. They can fulfill their fantasies and they can fulfill their desires in a swinger club because it's a safe environment for them to do so. And I think it's really important that you have, when you go to a club, you have an open mind and you know they won't just be people who are there for kind of full swap. There will be all different types of people. Also, another trait I've seen, if you like, of swinging clubs over the last few years is that they're becoming really much more inclusive places. So there's an awful lot more trans people going to events, an awful lot more diversity at events. No longer is it simply couples swapping with couples or couples and, a single person. There's lots of different dynamics. And also within that, there's whole different ways of expressing your sexuality. So again, people go to sex parties and swinger clubs to express those parts of themselves, not necessarily simply because they're looking for that, that four-way swap with another couple, etc. I think it's really important. I just want to put this out there as well. I personally, when I go to clubs, I don't enjoy orgies, okay? I may be educated, I may be swinger lifestyle expert, guru, etc. But for me personally, I don't enjoy that type of play. Now, again, I have been scrutinized for this in the past when I've been at clubs and people have said, are you going to do this? Are you going to enjoy that? What are you here for? Well, why aren't you going to enjoy that? Why aren't you here for? And that's been the reaction I've got. Well, if you're not here to do that, why are you here? And you can hear the tone in my voice. That's how I was kind of received. Luckily, I know my shit. Okay, so I was very diplomatic about it, because that's not what I'm there for. People find that hard to understand, believe, come to terms with, but that's not what I'm there for. I don't enjoy it. I've tried it and I don't enjoy it. That's it. I don't have to then explain myself to them, which is what I pointed out. But yeah, that just goes to show that people often misunderstand why it is you're there. So what is the correct approach to have? Again, this is my opinion. It's not scientifically proven, in fact. We're all different and we all enjoy a lifestyle for various reasons. And sometimes, as I've said, I attend clubs because I enjoy the social element and I'm only able to participate in the social element if I am reviewing a club. So really, there is no hard and fast rule as to what you should and shouldn't do. But what I would say is this: just because you've paid money to get in somewhere, got a membership, know the owners, drive a fancy car, earn X amount of £1,000 a year, it does not entitle or guarantee sex or intimacy with anyone there. If you want to pay for sex, or if you want to pay for a service, or if you want to arrange something and pay, you can do that. You don't have to go to a swingers club to do it. So stop expecting that in return, okay? The best thing to bring to a party, in my opinion, is an open mind, respect for all those present, regardless of whether you want to play with them or not, and a willingness to put in some hard work and effort, whether you're a couple, a single woman, or a single man. Building up rapport, engaging in conversation, and taking the time to get to know other people around you is what will get you so much further. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope it has made sense to you. I think this video will benefit people who are established in the scene as well as those who are just getting into it, because so many times I've heard people say that they get frustrated by time wasters, but they're not time wasters, they're simply there for different things. If you'd like to find out more about this topic, or if you'd like to find out more about me, the work that I do, or you would like a one-to-one session with me, you can do so on my blog site, ThisKindaGirl.co.uk. You can book a coaching session. You can read my swinger party experiences in my TKG club, or you can join my coaching community, which is also the TKG club. You can also read a blog article on this same topic as well, titled How to Act in a Swingers Club. And I shall see you all next time.